Galactic Empire panics. That ship's not in any records, and it's moving fast. In the vast expanse of the Vexery Galactic Empire, which spanned over 10,000 star systems and had subjugated hundreds of species under its iron rule for millennia, the Imperial monitoring station on the fringe world of Krelther, 9 was considered a boring posting. Sensor technician Lyra Voss, a young Zenthari with iridescent scales, spent most shifts sipping fermented root tea and watching empty space. Until that day, a single blip appeared on the long-range gravitational sensors. It was small, barely the mass of a light cruiser, but it was moving, fast. Lyra leaned forward, her 4 eyes narrowing. "That's odd," she muttered to her colleague, Grath, a hulking grummer who was dozing in the corner chair. The object was accelerating from the outer system rim toward the core worlds at velocities that defied known physics. She ran the identification protocol. No transponder signal. No registry match in the Empire's vast database, which cataloged every vessel from the lowliest merchant scow to the Emperor's own dreadnoughts. "That ship's not in any records," Lyra whispered, her voice trembling. She double-checked the velocity readout, and it's moving fast. Really fast. Grath snorted awake. "Pirates? Rogue faction? No. Look at the speed. It's exceeding the theoretical hyperlane limit by 35%. Nothing does that. Not even our experimental drives." She escalated it immediately. Within minutes, the alert shot up the chain to Fleet Admiral Corvid Druin aboard the flagship Dominion's Wrath, orbiting the capital world of Vexer Prime. Admiral Druin, a veteran of a dozen conquests with cybernetic enhancements glinting under his ceremonial robes, stared at the holographic projection in the war room. The unknown vessel was plotted as a red icon, streaking toward the inner systems like an arrow. "Identification," he barked. "None, sir," replied his chief analyst. "No emissions profile matches anything in our archives. It's not broadcasting, not cloaked, just there, and its acceleration curve suggests an engine output we've never observed." Druin's mandibles clicked in irritation. "Send an interceptor squadron. Hail it. If no response, disable and board." The squadron, 12 sleek Vexery fighters equipped with quantum disruptors, jumped into pursuit. They closed the distance rapidly, hailing on all frequencies. No response. The unknown ship didn't slow, didn't maneuver evasively. It just kept coming straight and steady. "Fire warning shots," ordered the squadron leader. Disruptor beams lanced out, designed to overload shield without destroying the hull. They missed, not because the ship dodged. The shots simply curved away at the last moment, as if deflected by an invisible field. The pilots reported in confusion. Then the unknown ship altered course slightly, not toward escape, but toward the squadron. A single pulse emanated from it. No visible weapon, just a ripple in space-time. All 12 fighters went dark. Sensors showed them intact, drifting but powerless. Life signs stable but unresponsive. The war room on Dominion's Wrath fell silent. "That's impossible," Druin growled. "Reroute the Third Fleet. Blockade its path." Word spread like wildfire to the Empire. The Emperor himself, the ancient and immortal Vexery sovereign Calthor IX, was briefed his throne chamber deep beneath Vexer Prime. "An unknown vessel approaches," the herald intoned. "It has neutralized an interceptor squadron without firing a shot." Calthor's many eyes gleamed from his nutrient throne. "Preposterous. The Empire has no equals. Deploy the Core Guard." The Third Fleet, 50 capital ships, including 3 planet-cracking battleships, formed a wall across the ship's projected path. They powered weapons, plasma lances, gravitic crushers, antimatter torpedoes. The unknown ship didn't slow. Hails went unanswered. "Fire at will," Druin commanded, his voice steady but his claws digging into the armrest. The fleet unleashed hell. Beams, missiles, and projectiles filled the void. And then nothing happened. Every attack vanished. Absorbed? Deflected? Redirected into subspace? Sensors couldn't tell. The ship emerged unscathed, still accelerating. It passed through the fleet like a ghost through walls. As it did, another pulse rippled out. Every ship in the Third Fleet lost power simultaneously. Shields down, engines offline, weapons cold, drift silent, crews alive but trapped in darkened hulks. Panic rippled through the Empire's command structure. For the first time in recorded history, fear gripped the highest echelons. On the unknown ship, Captain Elena Ramirez sipped her coffee, real Earth coffee, black and strong, and watched the alien fleet drift away on her view screen. "They're panicking pretty hard out there," she said with a chuckle. Her XO, Marcus Hale, grinned from the helm. "You think? We just strolled through their blockade like it was a parking lot." The Terran Explorer, a humble human survey vessel from the Sol Federation, wasn't built for war. It was a science ship, equipped with experimental drives and defensive fields born from humanity's quirky, relentless innovation. Humans hadn't joined the Galactic Empire. They hadn't even known it existed until 6 months ago, when their first faster-than-light probe stumbled into Vexery space. The Empire had declared the Sol system unclaimed primitive territory and prepared annexation fleets. But humans? They didn't do subjugation well. Elena set her mug down, opened a channel. Standard first contact package. The ship broadcasted on all frequencies. Video of Earth, greetings in 100 translated languages, images of smiling humans, music Beethoven, then some rock and roll for good measure, and a simple message. "Greetings from humanity. We're just passing through on our way to explore the nebula beyond your borders. Sorry about the inconvenience. Our deflectors are set to non-lethal. Your ships will reboot in about an hour. No hard feelings." Back on Vexor Prime, the message played in the throne room. The Emperor stared at the screen. Primitive bipeds, no scales, no mandibles, waving cheerfully. One of them spoke directly. "Oh, and by the way, your fleet's a bit slow. Maybe upgrade those engines." The war room erupted in chaos. Analysts screamed about impossible technology. Admirals demanded retaliation. But Droon, watching the human captain casually sip a beverage while her ship outran everything the Empire had, felt a chill. These humans weren't panicking. They were amused. As the Terran Explorer jumped to its next waypoint, far beyond Imperial reach, Elena leaned back, marked the sector as friendly but touchy. "Next time, maybe we bring donuts." Marcus laughed. Diplomacy through superior firepower and pastries. In the annals of the Vexery Empire, that day was recorded as a great humiliation. And humanity? They just kept exploring, one impossible speed at a time. Because to humans, the galaxy wasn't something to conquer. It was something to see.